So we've all heard the news that the world's largest undefended border between Canada and the United States has been temporarily closed. It's been closed for months.
I just spoke to President Trump again this morning, and we have agreed that both Canada and the United States will temporarily restrict all non-essential travel across the Canada-US border.
We both thought it was time. Now, it's not affecting trade. It's non-essential. It's non-essential crossings. It won't affect trade at all, and it was just something we thought would be good for both countries.
Then I saw this article from the CBC where a U.S. border agent tips off a non-essential traveler at the border by saying, you might want to think about flying. Does that mean you can fly to the States? That doesn't make any sense, right? I need to find out. This is one of the busiest airports in North America. I ain't never seen it like this before. Moment of truth, customs, which means I gotta put the camera away. So the next time you see me, I'll either be on my way home or on my way to New York. We are past security, so we made it. Yeah, we made it through, we cleared customs, and now we're just at the gate, which means we can book our hotel. Yeah, it's just really weird here right now. Like, it's so empty. Everything's closed. There's maybe like 20 people in and around the gate. I was flying in 2020. The board is like completely empty. Usually like all 4 of those screens are full of like flights. Customs was a breeze. Basically just asking if we'd been anywhere else outside of Canada, if we've traveled anywhere else in the last 14 days, when our last visit to the States was, things like that. Despite all the extra protocols and hand sanitizing every 2 seconds, this has been one of my favorite airport experiences so far. There's no people, there's no lining up. I wish the airport was always like this, with the exception of there being like coffee and food available. That would be a nice addition to this experience. Getting on a plane, this feels good. Even the things that used to annoy me probably still do annoy me. Felt good today because it means we finally go somewhere. It's a good idea to get a thorough wipe down of all the surfaces you might touch on the flight. Doing that now. Just trying to keep ourselves clean and safe. Every time I would fly before this, like, I would get mad headphone envy whenever I would walk down the aisle and I would see somebody like opening up their quiet comfort headphones, putting them on, and have good sound and noise cancellation throughout the whole flight. This time, I'm that guy. So the only problem is there's not enough people here for me to make other people jealous. Feels weird because we're doing the same stuff we'd be doing back home, but we're not home. Or are we? Walking through Soho on our way to the hotel. Our hotel won't let us check in until about 3 o'clock. We're gonna try to see if we can get in a little bit early, but in the meantime we can also just drop off our stuff at the hotel. I'm like forgetting that it's a Thursday morning and not like a Sunday morning, because it's really quiet. Not a lot of people walking around, not a lot of cars. Yeah, it's kind of eerie. Still, like, you just haven't seen a lot of people, which is weird. That killed off an hour. Only 3 more to go before we can get into our room. Right now, just sitting in this park, people watching. Luckily, movies and TV have indoctrinated me to believe that a rom-com is about to break out at any second. And I think we have one developing over there. But it's like a rainbow. If you point it out, it goes away. Just walking through Hudson River Park, which I've never walked through before, but it's really nice. A lot of kids around here. We always hear people say you can't raise kids in the city, but I think all these kids here would disagree. I certainly disagree, but I can't prove it yet. Later stuff, doing, us, will. Good night.
Many hours later.
Please don't point out the irony that we came to sleep in the city that never sleeps. It won't be appreciated. About to hop on a subway, head up to Chelsea Market. See you there. No mask, no taco. So, gotta do what you gotta do to get a taco. No hot sauce? You didn't bring any hot sauce?
They didn't give us.
Okay. But they did give us some chilies here.
Yeah.
Throw that on there. And let's take a bite. Let's see if I can vlog and bite at the same time. That's really good. Really good. The flavors just keep coming out. Yeah, proper. I love tacos. I'm gonna put this down and keep eating. It's good, but it's not the best of each. That's all I can say.
New York City is one of the places in the country where the trend is still continuing downwards. Per capita, the new cases daily is not much more than what you have in Toronto or in the greater Toronto area. So we felt safe enough to come here. We assessed the situation and the risk here in the city and understand exactly what we would have to do to keep everyone else back home safe. Once we get there, we're gonna have to quarantine for 14 days. Everything we've done has been within the boundaries of the law and taking every precaution necessary to ensure our health and the health of those around us, both here in New York City and when we get back home in Toronto. So hopefully, whenever you are gonna make your decision on any travel plans, that you do so sort of with as much information as possible and understanding some of the ramifications, consequences, risks that that you're taking, and making sure you're taking the appropriate precautions to sort of mitigate that as much as possible.